Inequality, in its simplest form, is the unequal distribution of resources and opportunities. This disparity exists within and among countries, affecting billions of lives. The Sustainable Development Goal 10 Reduced Inequality recognizes this global challenge. It calls for a world where everyone, regardless of background, has an equal chance to thrive. SDG-10 aims to empower individuals and communities. It seeks to create a world free from discrimination. It promotes equal opportunities for all people. This goal is crucial for achieving sustainable development. Inequality can manifest in various forms. These forms are interconnected and often reinforce each other. Addressing inequality requires a multifaceted approach. This approach must address the root causes of these disparities. It's time for a world that prioritizes fairness and inclusivity. Let's work together to create a more equitable future for all. Income inequality is a stark reality of our time. The gap between the rich and the poor continues to widen. This disparity in income leads to unequal access to essential services. These services include healthcare, education, and housing. Education inequality is another pressing concern. Access to quality education varies greatly across different regions and socio-economic groups. This disparity perpetuates the cycle of poverty and limits social mobility. Healthcare inequality is a major barrier to well-being. Access to affordable and quality healthcare remains a challenge for many. This inequality results in poorer health outcomes and reduced life expectancy for disadvantaged populations. Job opportunities are not distributed equally. Discrimination based on factors like gender, race, and ethnicity persists. This discrimination creates barriers to employment and economic advancement for marginalized groups. Reducing inequality is not just a matter of social justice, it is an economic imperative. High levels of inequality hinder economic growth and development. When a significant portion of the population lacks access to resources and opportunities, the economy suffers. Inequality undermines social cohesion and trust. It can lead to social unrest and instability. Societies that are deeply divided along economic lines are more prone to conflict and violence. The COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated existing inequalities. It has disproportionately affected marginalized communities. The pandemic has highlighted the urgent need for more inclusive and equitable societies. Addressing inequality requires a collective effort from governments, businesses, and individuals. We must prioritize policies and initiatives that promote equal opportunities for all. Section 4. Benefits of a more equitable world. Reducing inequality brings about numerous benefits for individuals and societies alike. A more equitable world is a more prosperous world. When everyone has a fair chance to succeed, the economy grows stronger. Reduced inequality leads to improved health outcomes. When people have access to quality healthcare and education, they live longer and healthier lives. This, in turn, boosts productivity and economic growth. Societies with lower levels of inequality tend to be more peaceful and stable. When people feel a sense of belonging and fairness, they are less likely to resort to violence or crime. Greater equality fosters innovation and creativity. When people from diverse backgrounds have equal opportunities, they can contribute their unique talents and perspectives to society. Section 5. Real-world success stories inspiring change. Several countries and organizations have made significant strides in reducing inequality. For instance, the Bolsa Familia program in Brazil provides conditional cash transfers to low-income families. This program has successfully reduced poverty and inequality in the country. The self-help group movement in India has empowered millions of women. These groups provide microcredit and other forms of support, enabling women to become financially independent. The Scandinavian countries, known for their strong social safety nets, have consistently ranked high in global happiness indexes. Their commitment to social welfare programs has created a more equitable and content society. These success stories demonstrate that reducing inequality is achievable. By learning from these examples and adapting them to different contexts, we can make progress towards a fairer world.